Hey, this is Austin Howard again. You're listening to Mastering Excel Lesson 3. So in this lesson, we're going to be going over several of the different functions for dates and also text. So this is important because if we put a function in a model or a workbook or something we're printing on a daily basis, it'll actually change based on the day or based on the data that's inputted. So to get started, to go over the date functions, first function we have is today. So we can just type in today, and in parentheses we don't have to put anything. We can just leave it blank, and there you go. Today is October 31st, 2015. Another good one is now, so that'll return the day and the time, and you can see Excel has a function will actually share with you what's being presented. It'll say returns the current time and time formatted as a date and time. So if we close that one out, we can see it is 9:14 on October 31st. Also another good function is day. So the day function, and we always put equal before writing any function. That's how Excel works. If you don't write equal, it'll just input it as text, not as an actual function. So if we put day, it's asking for a serial number. So a serial number is a number embedded inside Excel on how they know what day you're talking about. What's important here is you can actually just use either one of the two functions we already did for the today or the now. We can either embed that in here, so we could put today and then close it, or we just write day. It'll return the day of the month, and we can just click on the formula we had earlier, and we can see it's day 31. Same thing for the month, so it'll return the month, so we'll close that one. You can see it's month 10, and then for the year, click on that again, year 2015. So if you're trying to break down a bunch of data, you can have month, day, year all represented separately on separate lines. This is good for graphs as well if you're trying to break apart a bunch of historical information. There's also the weekday. So for weekday, it's asking again for a serial number, and it'll return the day of the week for the date. So let's close it. So it's 7. You can also see here it's asking for a return type. So the return type is just basically how you calculate your week. Some people start on Monday, some people want to start on Tuesday for whatever reason. In my mind, the week starts on Sunday. So you can either just type 1 there for starting on Sunday, or if you leave it blank, it'll automatically assume, hey, yeah, you're going to be starting on Sunday. Alright, so last date function is weeknum. So this returns the week number in the year. So again, you can go back to the serial number, which is just the today or now date, and we are in the 44th week of the year of 2015. Also, if you have all of these functions in here and they're pulling data from a cell that changes every time you open it, so the today, so every time I open this Excel workbook, today is going to change. All of this is going to automatically update. So this is good stuff to use in headers if you're having it as a footer on your page, or if you want your data to change with not having to change a whole bunch of numbers every single time you open your workbook. Alright, so moving on to the text functions. So the first function is len, and this just returns the length in number of characters of a block of text. So say I write my name, Austin Howard. So I want to know how many characters that is. And the reason why is because I could then manipulate it. I could take out first name, take out last name. So I would just type in len, and then for the text, I would just click on cell D1, and I can see, all right, it is 13 characters. That includes the space. So in Excel, you always include the space as a character. So next one is I can search. So for the search function, it's going to return the position of a specific character, word, or phrase within a block of text. So say I want to search for the H. Anytime you're finding text or writing text in Excel, you always put parentheses around it. So I can find H within my name, D1, and close it, and you can see, all right, at character 8, that is where you can find the H. So then I could later pull out the H, or it doesn't even have to be a text as a name. It could be a long set of words, and you want to combine those words into a complete sentence. A lot of things you do manipulate it here. You can also use the left function. So this is going to return the far left text. So if I do left, it'll return A. I can also do left. Click on the text, and I can say, all right, I want to return 4 to the left. So, all right, AUST. Mid is another one we can use. So, say I want to use D1 again. All right, start number is going to be 4. And I'll just do 3 characters. So I can do TIN. So I wanted to start at the character 4. So AUST, T is 4, and I only wanted to record 3 characters. So 3. So if I was trying to put a couple strands together, I probably want to go back and change that to 4 because I may want to include this space there. Another one of the text functions similar to the other one is write. So this one should pop up with D. You can also make it longer as well. So if I want to go right and I want to include 6, okay, it has the whole last name, so I can pull last names. Also, another one is upper. So upper basically converts a block to all uppercase characters, and this is one thing that's frustrated me before. If I have a Word document, I need to convert everything in uppercase. I'm not sure how to do that in Word. Maybe someone else knows, but I know that you can do it in Excel. So one thing I'll do is I'll just copy and paste everything from Word and Excel, do the upper formula, and then copy and paste it back. So I can go here, upper, and then bam, you can see it's all uppercase. And then vice versa. If you have everything that is all capital case and you want to make it lowercase, then you can just click on the capital case, and then bam, you get your lower. So next thing is proper. Proper is good if you have a bunch of data entry and people are entering lowercase and they're not capitalizing their first name or their last name, or say there's streets that they're putting and you want it to look nice. You want it to say, Hampton Loop, or to be capitalized the H, capitalize the L. So you just use the proper and then the text you want. So I would click on my name there. It'll return capital A, capital H. It'll make it look nice, and this basically just converts the first letter of each word to be capitalized. You can also combine words if you want. So if you have a string of different text. So if I had, let's see, hello, my name is, so in your see, it's going to come up with a spacing error, but I want to show you first. So I could put all this text in here. So text 1, and then I want to give it my name. Alright, so you can see it all combines it together, but one thing I could do is go back to each of these and add a space, and then it'll automatically add a space to what you're trying to do. So this can be helpful if you're trying to combine a lot of different information to one line. So this was a shorter lesson, just wanted to go over the different dates and also how you can manipulate text in Excel. For our next lesson, we're going to be going over all the different charts you have and how to chart and analyze data. Be sure to tune in for it, and thanks for listening.